skimming the boundary waters early this morning. Right now, Minneapolis, you have 61 degrees, Chicago 54, and Des Moines, you're waking up to 54 degrees. Now here's Mark with the forecast.
And wind and rain this morning and making for a lousy start to your work week in the Northeast, but
WeatherScope.
Well, much of flood-plagued Florida will be drying out today as the system that caused so much trouble over the weekend is moving north and east. Good morning and welcome to WeatherScope. I'm Vivian Brown.
And I'm Will Lannon. That low pressure system now has some momentum, so while it's raining in the northeast, that dreary precipitation will not be lasting for long. Pittsburgh, by the way, the rain that moved in on you yesterday afternoon is finally beginning to wrap up. Rain was moderate to heavy through the evening hours. Unless your area normally has problems with standing water, the commute this morning should not be difficult with the rain moving out of the picture. Next up, we'll talk about some windy conditions, not only for the northeast but also for the Midwest. High winds are a part of the system that's moving eastward from the upper Midwest. With the winds come cooler temperatures, leading leaves into the first signs of color changes that visually say autumn is here. Let's show you what's happening right now, because as you can clearly see, the rain is definitely moving out of the Midwest. Not so throughout the New England states, where the rain again is beginning to flow on northward. Heaviest of the rainfall during the last several hours has been developing from upstate New York all the way down towards Elmira and also beginning to move on towards the north, towards Burlington, Vermont during the last couple of hours as well. Here's a look at the cloud cover right now. As you can see, this is a fast-moving system, also containing some strong easterly winds. So we're looking at some gale warnings up right now for the coast of Maine. So that's going to be a problem there. Also along the Massachusetts coastline too. You can see the clouds moving rapidly northward. Low pressure will be moving northward just as quickly, which means a lot of wind early on. Easterly winds across the coast of Maine heading on southbound, and then later on this afternoon and definitely for tonight, the strong westerly winds come back, and it's going to be another windy one again tomorrow. Look what's happening right now. We do have some marine warnings out. These are gale warnings for the entire coast of Maine, also from Chatham, Mass down to Watch Hill, Rhode Island, because of the strong easterly winds this morning, banking up the water against the shoreline. You take a look at the winds, or take a look at the rain right now. It's speeding on towards the north at the present time. Heaviest of the rainfall a few hours back. Watertown to Syracuse to Elmira, that basically is gone. Here comes another lobe rainfall, and a heavy rainfall around Burlington is ending rapidly too. From Boston to Providence down over towards New York City, scattered patches of light rainfall right now. It's ending quickly as you head down toward the southwest. No major problems at all for the big cities now as we look at the morning rush hour and even beyond for this afternoon. Temperatures will be cooling down. The 60s and 70s along the coast tomorrow morning will be giving way to some 50s as those strong winds will bring in some cooler weather from the Midwest, where today it's going to be another windy one. Check out the isobars, very tightly packed together, a strong pressure difference, which means some more strong winds. The winds yesterday gusting better than 60 miles per hour, parts of North Dakota and also over parts of Minnesota. The same thing today could be reaching as far eastward as the Quad Cities in eastern Iowa. Vivian?
Well, high pressure is dominating the plains and the west, keeping the area mostly clear. Heat remains cranked up for one more day in the southwest, while the Pacific Northwest is on the verge of a new system that will begin creating stormy conditions by later today. Here's a look at our satellite picture over the Pacific Northwest and the Gulf of Alaska, and you see the plume of clouds just off the coast, British Columbia. We think this is the system that will create rain later today in Seattle. It'll be cloudy for much of the day if you're in Portland, Oregon, but the interior regions of the west, not many clouds to be found here, and we'll just watch for widespread sunshine to develop during the afternoon from Salt Lake City to Reno, Nevada, even around Las Vegas. Vegas, you should get up to about 93 degrees today, about 103 in Phoenix, again with widespread sunshine. With high pressure, you talk about the air sinking, and when the air sinks, you don't get many clouds to form, and without the presence of clouds, we talk about not even a chance of any precipitation. It's a cool start to this Monday, though. Salt Lake City, 48 degrees, even cooler. Lander, Wyoming, 43, 42 in Reno. It's 49 right now in Spokane. Seattle, you're checking in with 55. 70 in the San Fernando Valley around Los Angeles. San Francisco, 67 after seeing a record yesterday at the Moffett Field. 94 degrees near San Francisco. Oakland, 97, and Lompoc, California, 100 degrees. We don't think it'll be as hot today in San Francisco, more of an onshore flow. We're forecasting a high of about 78, but the Sacramento, the San Joaquin valleys here will be heating up again, more 90s, close to 100s. Widespread sunshine from Albuquerque and Santa Fe, New Mexico, over to Dallas for the State Fair. 94 degrees for the high today, Dallas, Houston, sunny. Much of the southeast, even though we do have a surface front pushing through the area right now, but not a lot of moisture with it, no moisture with it for the most part. You won't even know the front is moving through your area if you're in Atlanta. Sunny with an afternoon high of 80 degrees. A few showers just south of Tampa around Miami at 76 right now. 63 Atlanta and 54 in Nashville. So here's the big picture the way it stands right now. Let's check on the forecast. Here's Will.
Okay, Vivian, we'll check on your forecast for the entire country beginning with midday today. There's the windy weather from the Midwest into the Ohio Valley into New England. Strong southeasterly winds across the New England coast become westerly winds